I find it interesting that Compass is also making moves within real estate sector to hire more diverse contractors. What does that mean? How do you do that?
Yeah, so I think much of the civil unrest that we're seeing right now is a result of economic inequality. And we can't expect companies just to be forward-thinking and improve the way things are working right now out of the goodness of their hearts, but we can expect them to do that if their customers ask. So at Compass, we work with advisors like bankers, lawyers, accountants, consultants, and we're their customers. So we're making a commitment that every one of our advisors have to have Black professionals on the teams that are directly advising us. Secondly, we're asking our customers to have an impact. Specifically, our customers are real estate agents. They're all small business owners. They generate $90 billion of commissions a year, and they direct $15 billion of spend to other small business owners, photographers, videographers, real estate attorneys, contractors, stagers, inspectors. And with 15% of the country being Black America, we're encouraging them to spend 15% of their spend on Black professionals. That 15% of $15 billion will be over $2 billion to the community, and that would have an impact.
Wanted to also, we've been talking a lot about opportunity gaps in business, whether it's through hiring or promotions or board memberships, as I know you've looked into, and also venture capital. You've managed to raise a lot of money. I think we're the only Black entrepreneur that the Vision Fund invested in. What did you find in that experience, and how big of a problem is this in Silicon Valley and beyond?
And look, there aren't enough Black entrepreneurs in the country, and we need more of them, and we also need more investors investing in Black entrepreneurs. But for me, when I look at the most successful Black people in corporate America, I see two commonalities. One, they had access to great education, and two, they had sponsors, not just mentors, sponsors, people that use their own political and social capital to help somebody else succeed. I've had over 20 sponsors in my life, and without any one of them, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And that's why I founded a charter school in the Bronx for education and a nonprofit called America Needs You, which helps students who are first in their families to go to college and below the poverty line, giving them career development, college support, and 2 summer internships.
Hey, Robert, your recommendations remind me a lot of what Goldman did just a few months ago, an institution that I know you know well, having spent time there. I mean, how much are we relying on the diaspora of various institutions like Goldman to get this message outside of large cap companies?
Hey, look, my wife and I went to peaceful protests over the course of the last week and a half. We're here in New York City. And for me, I saw a moment for the first time where a diversity of people across professions and skin tone are supporting the Black community. And I think this is a great time for employees in companies to ask their leadership teams to make a positive impact. It's for customers to ask the management teams, as well as for boards to ask the management teams. So I'm incredibly positive about this moment. And I think that we're going to see more support of the Black community than any other time in my life.
But I guess more specifically, around Carl's question, Goldman mandated that the board must have one female member to be taken public by the bank. Is that even possible to do, to mandate that you have one African-American board member? Would they be able to take any companies public if they did that?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm really excited that they took a stand for women in this country, but I would love to see them and other banks take a stand for Black professionals in this country. I would be, me and my peers out there in the Black community, we talked about that moment. We said, hey, that's great for women, and let's rally behind it. But there should be Black professionals that are supported in the exact same way, and we should ask them to be on the board. Only 8% of the boards, only 8% of board members in the Fortune 500 consist of Black professionals. And at Compass, we have 40% Black professionals on our board, 40% women. We worked very hard for that. We brought on Eileen Murray, who is co-CEO of Bridgewater, and we brought on Pamela Thomas-Graham, who was the first female Black partner at McKinsey, where I first worked, and I saw her and looked up to her. And she went on to be CEO of CNBC, and now she's on the board other great companies like Clorox and Peloton. But yes, I would love to see one of the banks come out and make a stand for diversity on boards around color in addition to gender.